If you've got access to a reformer and a long box, then this is the series for you. We're going to have a little play with a whole heap of exercises that you can do on the box to keep your practice inspirational. So we're going to begin today on a setting of about a 1.5 and turning around to face towards the head of your reformer. Your box is going to be in position. It may be over the shoulder pads if that's got access for you, or it may be in front of them. You just figure out what works on yours. You're going to reach down and find the straps and then just wriggle yourself back a little bit so you can feel your calves against the box edge. Arms are going to start out in front and they're not at a full attention and the cord is not completely straight. There's a bit of slackness in the rope. Keep the arms in line with the shoulders and start to roll yourself back, beginning to feel the tail tucking under in the direction of the head of the reformer. Pause when you're still in a nice scoop of your low back, and then rolling yourself up again over the fronts of the hips, and then lengthening your spine up. Now, it's important as we keep doing this movement that you don't feel like you have to always have tension on the rope. You are the one who's moving. The springs and the straps are there to help you in certain times, but it's going to go slack at a point and you still want to be able to move your spine without that extra support. So again, we're just rolling ourselves back into the C curve of the lower back and then rolling forward again. Staying at the top of this one, flip your palms so that they face backward, and we're going to pull the arms behind and bring the arms forward and drawing them backward and to the front. So as we do our arm work in sitting, it's quite a nice way to challenge your posture and to see the good function through your arm. On this next one, we're going to turn the palms and face them up, and we're going to roll into the C curve shape again. Hold your position here, so make sure that you feel supported in your low back, and let's bend the elbows into a bicep curl. So when we do our arms like this, we want to keep the upper arm steady in position and the rest of the body in position. So we're just focusing on that elbow joint, lengthening and shortening. Last time, lengthen the arms all the way out, and then again, roll the body up. Getting to the top, we're adding on, we're going to pull the arms back and hold. Turn your head to the left, turn it to the right, to the middle, and then release. We're going to do that again, but change our head turn. So pull the arms back, turn to the right, to the left, to the center, and then bring arms forward. We'll do that one more time. We're going to inhale, hold your breath as you turn your head from one side to the other, and then exhale the arms forward. And repeat. Inhale, hold the breath as the head turns, and then exhale the arms through the center. Let's take the straps and cross them over. Hold up a little higher. So you want to go either in the D-ring or holding at the clasp area. So you've got a bit more resistance now. And we're going to roll the body down into that curve again. Pause here and let's go elbows out wide for your rowing. So as you're doing this, you're not letting the elbows drift behind the back of your shoulders. You want to keep them kind of just in front or maybe in line with the shoulder joints. And 2 more times, reaching the arms out and then bringing it forward and then curling yourself up. Now, if you feel uncomfortable doing the rollback, you could have done that entire series just staying seated upright. We're going to lower your left strap down and we're going to still hold on with the left hand into the D-ring. Let's take your hand behind your head on the right side and we're going to do the row again, but this time the elbow is going to pull next to the side of you and you're going to do a gentle twist and then releasing the arm forward. And again, pull to look back and then front. On the next one, as we come forward, we're going to start to rotate in the opposite direction. So we're going through the full motion to the left and the full motion to the right. One more time as we bring it through and then opening it all the way out. Let's change our spring. So straps, hang that one up, bring your fingers into the D-ring, left hand behind your head. First 3, we're just pulling and twisting to the right. Each time you come back, looking to the center and release. One last time as we draw it back, bring it forward. Now we're going to add the rotation looking away and then coming in and turning your body away. When we do the rotation, you want to make sure that your knees are not shifting, your sit bones are not shifting, and then our light draw, and then bringing it all the way back and releasing your strap down. So from here, we're going to spin ourselves around. Now, depending on how easy it is for you to get on and off, you may need to get off and come back on. I'm just going to swing myself around and bring my chest bone over the front. Now, for most people, to have the hands at this height can be a bit challenging for the neck. So we're going to lower the foot bar down just a little lower so that you can have some more space around your shoulders. Change your spring to the setting of 1 spring, so whatever color or number that is for you. And then beginning with your head, your shoulders, your pelvis, and your feet as level as possible. So we don't want to drop the feet down and lift the bottom up. You want to really feel like you've got a bit of energy in the backs of the legs. We're going to send the arms out into a straight line, and then we're going to bend the elbows again. And pushing away and coming back. So making sure your arms are on the outside of your shoulders. You don't want to have the arms on the inside at the moment. We are just working your shoulder organization. Hold your next one out. And you're going to press deeper into the bar. The shoulders are going to slide up, and then stay with straight arms and let the shoulders slide down. So we'll do that again. Shoulders sliding high, shoulders sliding low. And this one is important that you're just feeling the shoulder blades moving on the rib cage. We don't want to be lifting the head and chest up at this point. You got one more time, really feeling where you want those shoulders to live on the back of your body. Find your neutral alignment, and then we start to lift the front of the chest away from the springs, coming just forward and up, and then lowering the body back down. Now with this round of movement, I'm keeping my lower ribs in contact with the box surface. So I'm really trying to work in my upper spine. My legs are still long behind me. I've got good tone around the center as I'm just beginning to lift, looking gently over, not tilting the head out too far away from me. And then 2 more times, peeling it up and lengthening it out long. Last time, I would say this is probably almost everybody's favorite move on the long box. It's something very special about pushing into the bar and getting that chest bone to come up. Let's travel back in again, and we're going to change our spring so that we've got maybe a 3/4 spring or a half spring on only. And again, set the hands out and stretch the arms away. You're going to send or keep your arms long and send your left hand just off of the foot bar, circling the arm all the way around. Your palm will face up to the sky, and then bringing your arm forward, hover the arm just above the foot bar. And again, sending the arm out and palm up, and then bringing it forward. So not only are we getting movement and mobility in the left shoulder, the right arm is going to stay very steady for you to not let that carriage go backward and forward. Stay there, lower that hand, raise the right hand above, and then same action, open to the side, palm facing up, and then coming forward, palm facing down. So I'm always amazed at how the arm knows how to move through space, how it turns when it needs to turn. And, you don't even have to think about half these movements. They just happen naturally. Last time we bring it all the way in and we lower the 2 hands back on the bar. We're going to keep that lighter weight, and we're going to come into a small lift of your chest bone, not as high as we did previously. Currently, my eyes are more down rather than forward, and I'm going to go into an opposite arm and leg lift. So raising one hand and the opposite leg away from the bar. And each time I'm coming down, I'm maintaining the distance of the carriage away from the stopper, really working on all those lovely back angled muscles. Great for our posture, great for opening up the front of the spine. One more time to each side as we lift and lower and lift and lower, returning yourself all the way back in. Again, however you need to get there, I'm going the fast way, placing hands on and bringing legs off and then forward. So we're going to just slide back and reach for the straps that are behind, and then taking your palms to face up. So at the side of the waist, we reach the arms in front, and then we're going to draw the elbows back behind. And arms travel forward, and arms go backward. So when the arms are going forward, we're double checking you're not pushing shoulders forward. So just really feeling There's a space for your shoulder blades to live on the back of your rib cage. And then last time, bring it forward. Now bend a little in the elbows so that your fingers are touching at the front. This is our hug a tree movement. So we're going to open the fingers away from each other, still see them in the sides of your eyes, and then bring the fingers forward. Just like we started in our seated position facing the other way, you're focusing on sit bones level underneath you, spine growing out of the pelvis, tall from the top of your head. So really nothing disrupted in the middle of your body, just letting these arms go in front and starting to open out. We've got one more, bringing the fingers together. And then from there, we're going to send the straps above you and over the top of your head. You're going to go into a slight lean towards the front, keep the elbows pointing forward, and then stretch the arms away. Now I have my index finger and thumbs touching. If that's a challenge for you, when you straighten the arms, you can go into parallel arms and then bring them back together again, or just keep them with fingers and thumb touching. So we've got another 2 of these to go, always double checking that you haven't let your ribs flare forward, but that you've got good connection from head down to pelvis. All right, last time we'll stretch those arms all the way away from you, and then opening the arms out and bringing yourself back into position. So we're going to hang the straps back up again. And then from there, can we transition onto hands and knees? So in this position, we're going to come forward so that the hands are onto the frame in front of you and that the knees are onto the box. Ideally, you don't need to hold on and grip with your toes on the edge, because you want to make sure that your body knows how to do this without that clutch or crutch. And then from here, we're going to start to move just the arms. So pressing backward, and find a position where you feel comfortable, but you can go as low as having your head between your arms, so ears in between, and then bringing yourself forward again, back onto shoulders above wrists. And then repeating that, going backward, getting a nice smooth action through your arms. I love this stretch. It's great for your arms. It's great for your spine. It's great for your core support. Your lower body is working for you. Such a simple move, but so many benefits to it. We're going to go for one more time, just getting that lovely reach in the arms. And you might notice that I don't grip the bar. I balance the heel of my hand on the bar, just like I would balance my foot if I was doing my footwork series. Hold your position here, shoulders over wrists, and now let's move the bed backward using the legs. Now I'm not going to take it all the way into a full plank and drop my pelvis. I want to just find that spot where I can move my legs as far as they can go without the spine changing shape. An image I think of is like a ball balancing on the base of my pelvis and not letting the ball roll forward, backward, left or right. You've got 2 more as you press your legs away from you and drawing them in, and then final time out, and then bringing it all the way back. So we're going to do that one more time, moving, but with a little variation. We're going to send a leg out behind you. So if you can, you're going to bring the leg up a little higher. If it only goes this far, that's fine. As you begin to press away though, imagine that you are drawing a line or a paint stroke up the wall behind you, and then coming back in again, aiming your toes at the wall. And then again, brush up the wall behind you. Try not to move your lower leg, the one that's on the box. Do this movement from your arms and shoulders. And again, pressing out and coming in. If that is too challenging for you, remember, just keep both knees on the box and repeat the arm thing. And again, send the leg out away. So when our leg goes out, we don't dip in the lower back. And then as you press away, you're aiming your toes up in the direction of the sky, and then bringing yourself back again to balance over your wrists. So we're throwing in a lot of beneficial movements. These exercises require a combination and a coordination of body parts. Breathing, I'm talking all the time, so I know I'm breathing, but make sure that you are breathing to the way that it's suiting your body to move. Last time, as we send that leg up, And it's always interesting to notice if your legs are even. Do you know that one side could be a little stronger than the other or got more range than the other? So we're going to stay with the box in this long box setup, and we're just going to bring the foot bar height up. Now, if your bar doesn't come up higher, we may need to change some things, but if you've got a bar that can come up a little bit more, then we'll do that. So sitting closer towards the edge so your hand can rest onto the bar frame. We're going to press away and do a nice big side stretch over, and then coming back in. So I'm always keen to make sure my clients understand that when we go away, we're not pushing so far away that it becomes a stretch and a lengthen. It's a curvature. You're going over the movement. I like the balls in the background as an image to think of going over the top of the ball as I press into the support hand and then returning up. From here, we're going to spin around and do the same thing to the other side. So again, just seated evenly on the sit bones. Let's send us over and reaching long. So an image for you to focus on could be that the outside hip is staying anchored down towards the box as you're going over. So not letting that lift off. And everybody's stretch is different, right? So just work with what is available to you as you just do your wonderful lengthening over the top. And then bringing yourself all the way back to the start. All right, a little bit of a bar change again. We're going to lower it down just one level or wherever your standard is, and we're going to add on another spring, or make it back to the one spring setting. You're going to set your hands back behind you and place your toes onto the bar. So you're in a slight lean and recline. We're going to press you out. Lower your heels, lift your heels and return in. And again, pressing back, heels under, heels up and return. It's a light spring. So you're not trying to, push yourself off the carriage. You're getting some calf movement, but it's not that stretch that we're after. So the hands back behind you is quite an event. Some people can't really get this position. So you're doing your best to open your chest towards the front. So on our last one, like so, we're going to make a couple of changes. Those changes are going to be for advancing it. So if not, you stay with the version you've just got. We're going to wriggle further forward and then send your arms out in front. Stay upright in your spine. Press away and open your arm to the side and then coming back. And then you're going to change and open to the opposite side and return. We'll go for another 2 times to each side. And remembering that you're pressing evenly away from each foot and that your rotation is in your upper body, not twisting through the pelvis. And again, last time as we open and then bringing it all the way back in. So from here, we're going to spin ourselves around and we're going to finish with that little arm stretch series. So taking your left arm across your body, hook it into your right elbow crease and allow your shoulder on the left to move away from your ear. So just a nice stretch across the top of the shoulder line. You can turn your head away, you can turn your head toward, whatever feels comfortable for you in that shoulder. Send your arm to the ceiling, give a nice big lift of the elbow to the sky, opening up through that tricep area. And when your arm is to the ceiling, you might notice your spine is slightly elevated, and that's good. And then release that out. And then we'll do the other side. Cross arm into elbow, shoulder sinks away from ear. Just taking in a few breaths. And then sending that elbow to the ceiling, gentle hold on the top hand. And again, making sure your eyes are lifted, your chest is lifted. We don't want the head to be dropped down through that move. And then we'll release out of that. Do a nice big shoulder roll in both directions. 2 is plenty. And then that's how we will finish our class for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that more people can view this at home and have a great movement Pilates session. I'll see you in another video soon.